Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo, and today it's time to finish my mini-series of Kotori Audio earphones reviews. Model name is Vampire and it's a single balanced armature driver earphones. But Kotori is a company that likes experiments, and this more earphones is not an exception. They used some interesting internal acoustic tuning, and these earphones definitely don't sound like you can expect from balanced armatures. But more on that you'll hear in this review. Price is about $100, and actually that's pretty much all I can say. Let's have a closer look. Kotori Audio has the three models, and all three models offers different approach to the design. And Vampire has their own style, which match the name. Small and compact box with stylish red and black polygraphy. On the back side you can see the specifications. Actually the most interesting one is that they have 50 ohms of impedance, silver plated cable, and some features printed here. Inside we're getting black cardboard box and interesting approach to the internal design with this noble burgundy red inlay. So here is the case, storage can. We've seen such cans before, but it's always a convenient way of storing earphones. And here is stock cable. Then you'll get set with 3 pair of tips. Actually just 3 pairs, but it's a high quality tips made of sticky silicone. I like them. And earpieces themselves, they have rounded shape, so they are a bit hard to grab and pull out. So design is really stylish, at least to my taste. That combination of black and red, I don't know, was their idea to make them reminding some kind of demon eyes or beast eye or vampire eye or not, but definitely they have some resemblance. And interesting face plates with 3-dimensional effect, with model logo and Kotori logo. They are made of plastic. That nice seamless build looks really stylish, and they are compact, as you can see, so they're fitting pretty deep into ears. They have really extended bores and spouts. They have noticeable lip for holding the tips, and they hold tips pretty well. And in my ears they're fitting pretty deep, and I like this. But probably if you have really big ear channels, that could be an issue. But for such cases you can just get some third-party tips, I think. But I've got no problems with fit, and thanks to their overall shape and size, they provide pretty decent sound isolation. So as they works as, for my ears, they work as pretty efficient passive ear plug. Cable is made replaceable. Nothing fancy, but actually pretty nice as for the stock cable. So let me unwind it. Here used 2-pin connectors, no recessed pins or recessed sockets or something like that. So the best option if you decide to get some third-party cable, but I think stock one is also pretty decent. There are ear hooks formed, and cable itself is similar to what we've seen before for the Kotori Audio. It's a silver-plated spiral braided cable in tube-like insulation, really soft, really flexible, and they used here this heavy splitter with chin slider, and it does its job really well. It pulls the cable down, providing even better and secure holding over your ears. And after the splitter, cable goes braided in spirals to this angled connector, so a bit on the bigger side, but still pretty nice. So, for this price, I have zero complaints or zero issues with these earphones. I like their design, style, and overall approach. If you've seen my two previous videos about Kotori Audio, probably you won't be surprised if I tell you that this model is pretty unique in terms of tuning. It's unique both compared to vast majority of modern earphones, and it doesn't sound like previous Kotori Audio models. I mean previously reviewed, because I reviewed them not in chronological order. And in terms of tuning, we have here warm and slightly relaxed, balanced armature type of tuning, which is pretty unique. There were some models in the past with such tuning, but they all were pretty outdated and out of production for quite a long time. So I'm really happy that it's possible to get a model with such sound without going into second-hand market. So what we are getting here? Accented bass with extra weight and main accent made on mid bass. Deeper layers of bass are present, but they are rolled off. Also, because it's a balanced armature, you're getting more weight and less rumble, and a bit less punch than dynamic driver usually delivers. They are great with instruments and pretty enjoyable with electronic music, but at the same time they don't getting that super powerful rumble typical for modern dynamic driver or hybrid earphones. For me, it's actually a plus, because I'm a bit tired of this super powerful rumbling low frequencies. Here, bass is more controlled. When it's necessary, it's present with noticeable weight, but when it's not necessary, it stays on its place and doesn't bleed onto mids. Maybe except of really bassy tracks, of course. Resolution is not the maximum one, but also not the worst. Earphones are not tuned with focus on small nuances and detalization overall. So definitely not a model for critical listening, but more for those who like enjoyable type of representation with a bit of that analog and vintage-like sounding. And here is an example, Spina Dorsale by Musica Nuda with orchestra. I like this version with interesting accompaniment, but at the same time, of course, main staples are still Ferruccio Spinetti and Petra Magoni. Vocal and double bass playing main stellar roles here, and double bass sounds really nice and palpable and enjoyable. It's lacking a bit of small nuances to sound even more realistic, but still it's an enjoyable experience. And mids are balanced armature-like, but with hint of additional weight. That means that you're getting nice amount of details, you're getting good micro contrast, but at the same time they are not focused on this. Also, this model don't have that boost in the upper mids area to make everything more spicy, so you'll need a bit of accommodation to such signature. But at the same time, sound is really comfortable, enjoyable for long listening sessions, not fatiguing. They are not critical for the quality of records, but at the same time they're building pretty nice stage. Not super spacious, but pretty deep with decent layering and nice instruments positioning. Vocal is slightly moved forward because of additional weight, but not too much. They are really good in representing vocal, a bit on the intimate side of things, but pretty emotional. But I'm not a logical person when it comes to selecting examples, and it's Helloween push. Fast, aggressive, pretty forward speed metal track with distorted guitars and signature vocal. Vocal sounds really great. percussions lacking a bit of sparkle because treble here is on the relaxed side of things. But at the same time, sound is not fatiguing and not harsh. I'd like a bit more definition on the bass for the bass guitar, but it's also a matter of subjective preferences. In general, slightly warmer signature, and it reminds experience I had in the past with this record when I had it on the tape, but of course with still a bit better definition here. And treble is also a pretty interesting thing here. It has nice extension, not maximum but above average, and it's a balanced armature type of treble with fast attacks and decays with a lot of air, but at the same time it's not forward and it's a bit reduced in terms of quantity. It's present, it's nice in terms of playing that overtones and playing different percussions and stuff like that, but at the same time not fatiguing, not sharp, and not sibilant. It also requires a bit of getting used to, but it's enjoyable, especially if you don't like forward treble. I can't say that they are absolutely treble safe, but amount of low frequencies here is not really excessive. And as for example, actually a track that sounds like perfect with these earphones. I really enjoy this track and these earphones together. It's Moon Over Bourbon Street by Sting. Nice percussions, not forward. Probably I'd prefer a bit of more sparkle, but still nice in terms of resolution. Really great vocal with additional emotions and a bit of additional weight to sound more intimate, and great accompanying instruments with also slight hint of added weight here. In terms of pairing, they don't require super powerful source. Of course, 50 ohms of impedance means that you'll need to raise volume a bit higher than average, but not too much. And they also benefit from some kind of portable deck, something neutral and not warm itself, or some player, they will deliver really great results with some natural and technical source. And I won't be doing any comparisons here because they definitely sound like nothing else I've heard like in the last few years. If I'd dig into the past, they remind a little bit Shozy Zero in terms of tuning, but with a bit more focus on the small nuances because of balanced armatures. They remind a little bit Brain Waves models, if you remember such company. So interesting signature, interesting earphones. Maybe they are not maybe they're not universal. It's not like one size fit all, but it's definitely earphones worth your attention that you can get as a second pair in your collection, or even first one if you like such signature. They matching a lot of genres, styles, tracks, and delivers a great enjoyable experience. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.